Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out PlayStation 4 games being played over PlayStation Vita Remote Play. Today we're taking a look at Jamestown Plus. So this is a scrolling shooter, which is a very odd game to be remote playing, but I am quite the big fan of scrolling Bloody rear touchpad controls, I will kill them in their sleep. But yes, this is a bullet hell shooter, I guess some would call it. So the idea is that I imagine this would be extremely hard to play over remote play, but I've been playing a little bit of it over remote play and it's not actually that bad. So what we're going to do, usually I go straight into these games, like I don't waste that much time in the menus, but it's worth noting that at the very beginning of the game, they actually let you rebind the controls. So not only can you rebind controls to whatever you feel like, you don't have to worry about these ones on the back here because, well, most of the time, because it's kind of annoying because for some reason it's like I'm gonna count a rear touchpad press as your button press. Yeah. But it works pretty well being able to actually rebind the controls to whatever you please, so you don't have to worry about the rear touchpad that much. So let's see, what else? What do I want to play as? I think I'll just play as the basic beam ship. I have actually played a fair bit of this. I'm not that great at it, but I've played a little bit of it, so we can have a little bit of a go. Martians loyal to the Spanish. Like, that sounds like such a silly thing to me, but okay, I'll deal with it. So, as you may have guessed by watching me rebind the controls, you have three main controls in this game, which are your Vaunt, your special weapon, and your main gun. And you can rebind them to whatever the bloody hell you like, so it's not like me saying what they actually are is going to do you any good. The defaults, though, are cross for your main weapon, circle for your... Was it your Vaunt or your special? Or it's circle and square for your special and your Vaunt in some combination. God damn it, the one bullet in there and I got hit by it. But yeah, the controls themselves work fine. Although there is one problem that comes up when you're talking about a game like Jamestown, or any scrolling shooter of any kind, really. And it's that you have the Vita's analog stick. Now, the Vita's analog stick is a nice little thing, but unless you're really, really good with your minute movements, you're going to have less room to work with in general with the Vita's analog stick in terms of being able to move in tiny directions for tiny distances. You're going to have less of that to work with when you're playing on a Vita analog stick as opposed to a PS4 control stick. Which is a bit of a pain, honestly, because it would be really nice to be able to play a game like Jamestown Plus on the Vita absolutely perfectly, but I don't think it's going to happen purely because of the Vita's smaller analog stick. Maybe if there was a way we'd be able to combine like both analog sticks together at once for a sort of like way to do minute movements, maybe, or just some way to like slow our ship down, like being able to hold the shoulder button to move half the speed. Like, I can understand that not being an issue when it comes to being a PS4 game, but on a Vita game or a Vita remote play, it can be a little bit of an issue. Then again, maybe I'm just overreacting a little because I'm not that great with my minute movements because I've got terrible hand-eye coordination, but it might be a problem that people might have to deal with at some point, and I can imagine it being an issue, and it would be nice if there was a way to cater to those people. But at the same time, maybe, as I said, maybe I'm overreacting, and the rebindable controls with complete lack of reliance on the touchscreen if you don't want it makes this game, if you take that out of the equation, a relatively enjoyable, or should I say really enjoyable, because I mean it looks really pretty at 60 FPS, and the graphics really do stand out on the Vita screen. It really does look like a very nice game on the Vita screen, even the Vita 2000, which I'm using right now, so bugger me. So, who knows? If you're good with your minute movements on your analog stick, then it might be worth having a look at Jamestown if you wanted to have a go on remote play. Thankfully, the 60 FPS remote play update came in, so yeah. So being able to move around as much as you do and having it be nice and smooth is quite a nice thing indeed. Might not be worth it it might be worth it just for casual plays. Like trying to play through the entirety of the game on the highest difficulty, that's probably not a good idea on a Vita, but at the same time, you'll probably have a lot of fun playing it over remote play. The options menu, as you saw before, really doesn't have that much to it, but yeah. This has been Blue Maxima checking out Jamestown Plus. Well worth the effort if you just want to play it casually. I'll see you all next time.